Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today, y'all, we have got some fantastic deals for you. Coming up this week, we have Double Points Day, both online and here at the Garden Center. This weekend, online, we have got a fantastic sale on shrubs and perennials. Perennials, of course, are 50% off on all remaining perennials. And then here at the Garden Center, y'all, we have got some amazing shrubs that we are adding to our landscape that you're gonna wanna add to yours. And 'tis the season for slugs, so we have got a perfect solution for those pesky slugs in your garden. Stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside and this week's nursery tour. Y'all, this is not just a nursery tour. This is like, there are so many different deals and specials, and fall is for planting. I literally am a broken record. If you have been following us on the other videos we have been doing in the past 2 weeks, you know that we are busy doing projects, putting plants in the ground. There are tons of things happening in the landscape. This is the perfect time to be out in the garden. Temperatures are finally starting to cool down a little bit. It is not nearly as hot and sticky. So this is why we plant this time of year. All right, so let's go through the fun things. This Wednesday, the 17th, we have Double Points Day. So for all of our members who are part of like the email, the loyalty rewards program, whether you shop online or here at the Garden Center, it is double points. And of course, this is a free program. If you're not part of it, you can sign up. I'll have the link for you. It's completely free. You get points for your birthday. You get points for following us on social media. You get, it's a tiered system. So for every how many points you get, then you can redeem it for cash for your plants. That is right, both online and at the Garden Center. So Wednesday the 17th is Double Points Day online and here at the Garden Center. Beginning this Saturday, so Saturday through next Tuesday, we have an online special of buy 2 shrubs or perennials, get the third one for free. That's right, buy 2 shrubs or 2 perennials, you get the third one for free. And then of course, all of our remaining perennials that are online perennials, are 50% off. There is no code needed. You can just go and shop. Now, y'all, if you do see a perennial that's listed full price, it's out of stock. We were just being a little time efficient and we only marked the ones that were in stock 50% off. So beautiful time to get those gorgeous perennials and get them to you. Also, I don't know about you, but I deal with slugs in my garden. It is getting cooler. It is getting a little bit more damp sometimes. We go through these waves, right? And so snails and slugs can be a big issue, especially in your shadier garden. So all of the Sluggo, this is a natural, organic, OMRI listed solution to combat snails and slugs and some other things. That is all 50% off. It's a bag, it's great. It's pellets, you just shake it out. I've used it for years and it works wonderfully. So that is 50% off. And then the fun things that we're going to talk about today are all of the gorgeous shrubs that are here at the nursery. Not only the shrubs, but the perennials. Like we have got Stormproof, the brand new on the market, Incredible Stormproof, a beautiful hydrangea. And y'all, they're in full bloom right now. So the nursery that we got them from did a great job of getting them ready for fall. And look at this beautiful display of flowers. So Incredible Stormproof literally got its name because it survived the crazy, summer thunderstorms in Michigan, nice and tight and upright. Look at that beautiful, they're just now opening up, but very, very tight here. And they are absolutely gorgeous shrubs. We have gotten some, we're going to, they're in my stash, and so we're going to add them. Basically in that 3 to 5 foot range. Incredible can do the sun, so hardiness in zones 3 to 8. Basically here in the south, it'll be a 4x4, right? And so we love this. Color specific, pure white flowers. Then you've got the Azaleas, y'all. We are adding mucho gusto to our garden in the front yard redesign. This is Brilliantina, beautiful. We've already got bumblebees on here. This is a great evergreen shrub for the south, has those beautiful flowers this time of year that your pollinators love. So this is a great option for you if you want that kind of low mounding habit. We pruned it one time coming out of winter, going into spring to keep that nice tight habit. There you go. We've also got the Aphrodite. So Aphrodite is a calycanthus or a sweet Shrub. There we go. Big, beautiful leaves on it. It is a native. You can use this as a specimen. We have it in the signature garden. It loves life over there, so we have got those. El Nino, the stings, like there are tons of things. So what are we adding to our garden? So the front yard redesign, we have got those same plants basically for you here as well. So new gen, we're using Independence in the front of our house. And so this will be a nice, it is a slow grower, so it's not gonna go crazy on you. And in what, it's gonna be 3 by 3 in 15 years. So nice slow grower, about 2 to 4 inches per year, anywhere from, like I said, from sun to shade, hardy in zones at 5B to 8. Fun thing too is that all the new gens are going to be now going into the Proven Winter line. So starting next spring, you're going to see new gens in the Proven Winter pots. So that's exciting. We also added the Kodiak Orange Durvilla, another native shrub. Y'all, this thing is beautiful. Now Durvillas, they are deciduous, but I don't want you to let that like flip you out, because one, Durvillas give us these beautiful yellow flowers. And you can see that new foliage is that really like that red maroon color, and then you've got those yellow flowers on it. Hardy in zones 4 to 7, 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, sun to part shade. Because it is rated to a 7, we're an 8A. I have mine that gets full morning sun, so it still gets the 6 to 7 hours of sun in the morning, but the hot afternoon sun, it gets a break. It will do great. So we've got those. The Liberty Bell, so this is a great boxwood, again from New Gen, but she's going to be a little bit shorter and wider. So Liberty Bell has that more like mounding habit as opposed to that really kind of upright of Independence. You can see it's got new growth popping out all over it. Boxwoods, of course, they respond really well to being pruned. So basically you can prune it to any shape that you want, basically any time of the year, and it can handle it. So lots of options that way. Hydrangeas, it is the time to add hydrangeas to your garden. From now, I would say through December here in the South, it is a great time to add them. So we have got a beautiful display of all sorts of great ones. I will say all the firelights, it looks like they're gone. I don't think they moved them. I think they got sold. And so we've got the Incrediball. So we have Incrediball Stormproof, and then you have the OG, the original Incrediball here. Big, beautiful plants. We've even got some buds coming out on them. These are the ones that we have in our backyard around the patio. Beautiful arborescent plants that do a great job even here in the South. We have got tidbits. We're using those in mass. So we have got beautiful firelight tidbits. We have got little lime punches. You know how much I love little lime punches. The tidbits are going to be nice and petite. That they live up to their name for sure. So nice and petite. They are putting on new growth. You've got pufferfish, which is an excellent one. I mean, tons of options for you. These are just the sun ones. We have the shade hydrangeas that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But if you're in the South and you want hydrangeas in your garden, y'all please add them in the fall. This is the time to do it. I'm going to be adding Stormproof. I've got Skyview. I've got Fairy Trail Fresco that I was growing myself from quartz. So all sorts of hydrangeas I am adding to the garden right now. We just did the Tiny Quickfire, right, in the front yard redesign. And then of course, the azaleas. So we have got the Perfecto Mundos. These are those reblooming azaleas. The South loves their azaleas, and I am right there up with it, right? So we have got the pink carpet. This is what we're using in front of the house. We're gonna do a huge long border of pink carpet all the way across. Really nice, beautiful, tight habit on it. Pink carpet, as it suggests, is very low and wide. So it only gets to be about like 2 feet tall, and it spreads out, hence its name. But if you want some height, then look at this double Perfecto Mundo, the pink, right? Gorgeous, soft baby doll pink flowers on it. Really going to give you a little bit more height in that 3 foot range. You've got the red. The red is beginning to bloom. You've got the double white. This is what we were adding to our garden. And then the double dark pink, which is a really hot, intense pink. It is gorgeous. I mean, the colors on that are just electric. You'll be able to see those from quite the distance and are just absolutely gorgeous. So no matter what your landscaping needs are, we have got a plant for you, whether it is evergreens or deer resistant, or you want a native, or you want flowering, you name it, we have got it for you for sure. And then I was trying to see, let's see, it is also a great time to go ahead and stock up on like your fertilizers, your land and sea, the biotone, all of that stuff we have got. So, you know, you can come and we can take care of you with all of the needs that you have. And then here at the nursery, so the perennials are still 50% off unless they have an orange sticker on them. We did bring in some brand new perennials, and so those are not 50% off, but basically all the stuff that we have grown is 50% off. So whether you're looking to add to your pollinator garden, we've got Mimi's picks like with the Monarda, the Rudbeckia, the phlox, the sedums are absolutely gorgeous right now, and the butterflies love the sedums. These are perennial sedums. They're getting to be in full bloom. Of course, your sedums love the hot, the dry. They hate fertilizer, so we love that. So you get a whole, just a rainbow of colors with your blooms. So whether you get the pink blooms or the white blooms, the yellow blooms, you name it, these are great plants for your pollinators later in the season. So lots of options on that for you. Grasses, great time to add the grasses. Let's get them in the ground before the cold hits. Moving on. All right, let's come over here right quick and talk about one, two. If somebody doesn't come and buy this, oh my dear heavens, you have got this Forever Goldie that is absolutely stunning, y'all. These do great in our landscape. We talk a lot about plants, the evergreens, whether they're the chartreuse or they are the blue conifers. Sometimes those colors will struggle here in the South because of our heat and humidity. Nothing that we do, it's the heat and humidity. Forever Goldie is one that holds its chartreuse color. I have one, I was just talking to this about Jerry the other day. I have a Forever Goldie at the chicken coop. Y'all remember when the tree fell down during Hurricane Helene and it took like half of Forever Goldie out? She has rebounded. She has found her second wind, and she is getting really, really, I won't say massive but she's getting thick. And it is literally the worst soil on the planet. Thick, red, compacted clay, no irrigation, and she is thriving. So Forever Goldies are great evergreens, and they're not gonna get like massive. So come get this because my gosh, she is a gorgeous, beautiful one. Then we have the Let's Dance Skyview. These are beautiful, y'all. Look at this hydrangea. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. This is a 3-gallon. So your Let's Dance Skyview, Proven Winners is calling this the first continuous blooming hydrangea. And so Skyview for us, it's a cross between a macrophylla and I think a serrata, but it gives you those classic, what we want to call mop head blooms on it that are pH dependent. For most of us, it'll be blue and that purple because we have acidic soil, but it blooms on old growth, it blooms on new growth, and it's like 3 feet tall, 4 feet wide. Let me get the exact specs for you. Hardy in zones 4 to 9. Gorgeous. You do not want to prune this because whenever you prune it, you're going to affect the blooms. And in that size, you shouldn't have to prune it. So we're going to add these to the side garden at the house with the new renovation. So we're going to add these, and sometimes I'll worry about the macrophyllas on that side of the house because of the winter wind. It can come in and it can fry all of my blooms. But because this is a continuous blooming, old and new, let's say that I do lose, we had that crazy, like, end of the season, big cold snap, and it burns some of the buds. I know that I'm still going to get blooms on this, so I'm very excited about Let's Dance Skyview. And then y'all, look at these perennials. Dear heavens, I do not know why these are still here. See, I told Jerry that I could take some of these, but these are the Gaillardias. Gaillardias love it hot and dry. So you have got 2 different ones. These are the ones when we're talking about the orange sticker. So they have the orange sticker. So these are not 50% off because we just brought these in from another garden center. And so you've got the yellows, you have got the reds, you have got one of my all-time favorite perennials on the planet. Yes, Ascot Rainbow. She does not flower per se. showy, but I love this one. And then look at all these Indian pinks, right? So this is the little redhead. Gorgeous, y'all. A beautiful native perennial. Your hummingbirds right now will thank you because hummingbirds love this. And of course, if you're into hummingbirds, you know that they are migrating. It's so funny because you can tell who lives here, who are the residents, and who are passing through just on their behavior. Our hummingbirds love this plant. They fly into the greenhouse all the time and feed on it. So this is a great native perennial for that part shade to full sun garden. You've got Solidago. It's getting ready to bloom. Beautiful yellow. You're going to have, this is the Solar Cascade, because obviously there's lots of different ones. 3 feet tall, 2 feet wide. Echinaceas, the grasses, the carexes. So you've got ribbon falls, you've got feather falls, you've got these beautiful Joe Pye weed. This is Phantom. So Phantom is going to be about a 3 by 2. Y'all, again, different cultivars. We have Joe Pye weed that grows on the creek bank, and it gets like 6-7 feet tall. Most people don't have room for that. I don't have room for that, but it grows wild on the creek bank. Phantom, though, you could add to your garden because it's a much more manageable size. So you've got those as well. You have got gorgeous, talking about all of these evergreens, the fire chiefs. We have these beautiful evergreens, nice mounded habit. We've got more of the pink carpets in here, but what I want to talk to you about is on the other side. We talked about this last week. Shade, evergreen, deer proof. I mean, we are like clicking off the boxes. Also, flowers and fragrance. Yes, all in these plants. You've got Anna's Magic Ball, a beautiful little chartreuse. It's gonna be a nice little ball for you. You've got that. Sweet and Low Sarcocoa. Y'all, this is one of my favorite plants. It is relatively new on the market. It is evergreen. You can see it is starting to form its little flower buds. When it blooms, you don't really notice the flowers per se, but you notice the fragrance. This is for your shade garden, your filtered sun garden. Nice kind of low, wide habit on it. And then of course, Paisley Pup. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is a fantastic, you don't understand. If you have a shade part sun garden, you need to be out here getting these shrubs because, oh my gosh, they are amazing. I have all of these in my garden and they are beautiful. I love Paisley Pup. It's a dog hobble, a Lakothi, right? So another evergreen. You look at all these colors. You've got greens, you've got pinks, you've got creams, you've got speckles. I mean, it is amazing. Hardy in zones at 5 to 8, but it is in that 4 to 6 hours of sun. The only thing I would say is don't give it hot afternoon sun here in the south. You can do filtered sun all day, lots of morning sun, afternoon shade. Do it that way and it will reward you. And it's a relatively fast grower. So the more water you give it, obviously, the bigger it gets. And then of course the Florida Sunshines. Florida Sunshines are anise and Elysium. They are evergreen. The deer do not like them because they taste like licorice and that beautiful color. So you can put all of these plants together and give yourself a gorgeous evergreen display in your shade, part sun, filtered shade sun garden. So there you go on that. Let's head on out to the pines because there are some shrubs out here and the perennials, because remember these perennials are 50% off. Come get them now, please, because while we say hydrangeas are a great time to be planting right now, so are your hostas. So your hostas, your hydrangeas, any of your ferns, your pulmonaria, your brunnera, all of those are great. And so you can see out here we've got beautiful display of these shade-loving shrubs with the Paisley Pup, the wee whites. So this is Invincible wee white. This is going into the side garden as well. Nice and petite. Color specific, I think it's like a 2 by 2. So this is really about the size that it's going to get. Guaranteed flowers every year because it reblooms. It blooms on new growth rather. Gorgeous plant. We have got the Fairy Trail Brides. Y'all, this is a 3-gallon. I grabbed one of these too for, if you want to hurry up and get here, I'm gonna have them all planted. I grabbed this to add to the chicken coop this fall. So a beautiful time to add these to your garden. And then like I said, all the perennials. So I am going to have a massive time adding my hostas, my pulmonaria, all of these beautiful perennials that can go into your shade garden. We have got, remember, what was it? This would have been in the summer, early June, late May sometime, when I planted the garden by the entrance to the nursery, and I came through and I shopped the nursery and I grabbed whatever, and I gathered up all of the remaining wee bit giddy hydrangeas and I planted them. And as soon as I planted them, people were like, I want the giddies. And I was like, y'all, they've been here for 2 years. I planted them all. Well, guess what? We have them back. So if you were one of those folks that wanted the wee bit giddy, we have got wee bit giddy and we have got wee bit grumpy. So you can have a giddy and a grumpy in your garden at the same time. Again, more for the shade, filtered sun. So giddy has those really like electric red, not true red, it has the pink tones to it. But when I had mine, they were very electric, huge blooms. Like the flower petals are massive. It's a nice petite one. It's going to be 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, zones 5 to 9. And then grumpy is going to be roughly the same, 2.5 by 2.5, and so it tends to be a little bit more on the purple side, but you're going to have those electric colors. So giddy and grumpy are here, and then I don't know if these are more sky views. I can't tell who this is. Let me read the tag right quick. Oh, wee bit innocent. Wee bit innocent. There you go. Okay, so these are massive. Oh my gosh, these are huge. So wee bit innocent is from my sweet friend Megan Matai, bred this one. So it's going to be a nice petite one and has very nice soft, very soft colors on it. So it could be pink or it could be blue, but they're going to be very pastel, right? So hence the name innocent. Nice and petite. It is not going to get much taller than this. May get some wide, but a beautiful reblooming, huge blooms on it. I started mine as a quart because I couldn't get it as a 3-gallon, and I tell you, the blooms were almost bigger than the plant when it started blooming. So wee bit innocent is here. So we've got innocent, giddy, grumpy, you name it. Now we are getting ready to go into camellia season. I personally am adding camellias like crazy because one can never have too many camellias here in the South. So we have got a nice selection. I think most of these are going to be japonicas because japonicas have those nice big fat leaves on them. But y'all look at this. Your japonicas, even your japonicas, because they bloom in the late winter, they should have buds on them. So if you go into a dry spell, make sure you're watering your camellias if they're relatively new. Like look at these. Oh my gosh, y'all, these things are going to be loaded with flowers. So whether you want something short and wide like the corkscrew, that may be April Tryst. This one is the April Remembered. You've got Greensboro Red. This is the High Fragrance. So High Fragrance actually has a fragrance to it. So it is time to be adding all of these to your garden. I just can't tell you enough. This is such, for me, it's such an exciting time of year because we get to be planting and having fun, but the weather is cooperating. It's cooler. You don't have the rush and trying to get the plants in the ground before the heat. It's a much more fun time for me, I think, than sometimes spring can be. But of course, come spring, I'll probably say that it's something different. But we have got lots of options for you, y'all. There's so many specials. Take care. If you are not local, if you cannot come shop at gardening at Creekside Nursery here in Dallas, North Carolina, Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 3, one, you can shop online, but two, go to your local garden center. Go check them out. They should have great things for you at the garden center. As far as for us with the fall annuals, your pansies, your violas, your mustards, your kales, we're going to be getting those in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, be paying attention because we will have those for you. Still a little warm on the warm side for us. And so we'll wait probably maybe 2 more weeks or so, and then we'll get those in for you. But of course, we'll let you know when we have them. As always, we would love it if you would like and subscribe. Of course, that helps us out tremendously when you do that. Feel free to share. So if you've got a gardener in your life, share this video with them. We would appreciate it. But as always, we so appreciate you. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.